You're watching the Auction Network.
Hi, I'm Tava Smiley. If you love dogs, this next auction is going to have your tail wagging. It's Bonhams Barkfest, an annual charity event in New York City.
$1,200 for the Whippets, $1,300, $1,400, $1,500.
Hitting the auction block, turn-of-the-century canine collars, decorative dog items, barkable bronzes, and pooch-inspired paintings from pedigreed artists. As luck would have it, Barkfest is the same week as the Westminster Dog Show, and we've got a backstage pass. That's right, the Big Apple has gone to the dogs, and it's all coming up next. If you love dogs, you'll be sitting pretty at Bonham's annual charity auction, known as Barkfest.
The bronze humidor, shaped like a dog, it's $1,300, $1,400, $1,500. The metal studded collar here, $2,250 now, $25, $750. Pair of cast iron Whippets. Last chance, sold.
Barkfest is an association we have with the American Kennel Club to benefit their humane fund, which is essentially the development of good housekeeping and good training and education for people who own dogs.
It's an annual event. We've had the dog sale in various forms for about 26 years in London and in San Francisco and New York. Well, it brings a lot of interest. A lot of different people from different walks of life. Everyone seems to have a dog or a pet in their life, it seems. And this has a variety of things. It's not only high-end Victorian paintings, but also smaller works.
It's always an interesting sale, this, because in a sense it doesn't have any boundaries. Essentially most of the pictures, most of the works of art you see here date from the 19th and early 20th century. I think the earliest picture we have is probably about 1840, and then we're going right up to about 1940, so it probably spans about 100 years.
The most prominent thing will be the oil and canvas paintings, mostly Victorian works, mostly English, that you see around on the walls here. That's the bulk of it. But then again you'll have prints, which may be lesser valued, watercolors. We have a collection of dog collars, and then a whole variety of dog-related things. I call it Dogiana. And it starts off with the earliest and most functional things, such as early German iron collar, probably around the 16th century. And you see this iron work which goes around the dog's neck that has these spikes coming out of it, almost like a stegosaurus. But these were very functional collars. These would help the animal in the field if he's a herding dog in case he's attacked by a wolf or a predator. Or also some of the hunting dogs. They would hunt in packs and they would go after deer, stag, even bears and things like that, so it would keep them from their vulnerable neck area. Very functional thing, not very decorative, but a good piece of history here. When you move into the 19th century, you get these sort of collars, still in metal, but they're brass, and still having spikes, but these spikes become sort of vestiges of their earlier use. They're more decorative now. And also one of the most important things about dog collars is you're able to identify who it belongs to. Here's the inscription that's been engraved into the collar, so you have, much like a dog tag, you know who this belongs to. One of the aspects of this is the dog service to man, even in the military. This is a World War II messenger collar. This is when dogs could go behind the lines, have a lower profile, and can carry messages. This would be strapped around the neck, and then you would have an oilcloth here in case it got wet, and a grease pencil, and you would write out your message and send it along with the dog. One of the historical interests we have is the coursing collar here. What it does is it allows you to tether two greyhounds that's separately here, and then the person would pull on the end, hold this wooden dowel, and pull on the strap, and that would pull the pin out, releasing these both simultaneously, and no one would have any reason to argue that my dog was let loose late. You always like to have things from famous owners, and this particular group of collars are for pugs, and there's 5 of them. and some of them have tags, but they belong to the Duke and Duchess of Windsor. On the back, I don't know if you can catch this, it says, "I belong to the Duke of Windsor." This comes in the category of what no dog should live without for Park Avenue or so. You must have a sterling silver dog bowl. It runs about $1,000 to $1,500 is what our estimate is on that. But then the pièce de résistance is the silver-plated and ivory-handled pooper scooper. Estimated about $400 to $600. This is a butler's bell. We had one last year in chrome, and it didn't work, and we sold it for about $1,000. So we think this is estimated $1,000 to $1,500. Might do a bit better. But he hangs on the wall, and then you go over, reach up and grab his ear, and you get, or if you want, pull his tongue. This is something I don't think I've ever seen before. It's a bulldog form heated curling iron. You take the curling iron, you put it in here, and it actually plugs in and heats the curling iron. I have no idea what this will sell for. I have an estimate of $300 to $500. People love it. It's just one of the oddities.
There's something here for anybody who's interested in dog painting and dog memorabilia.
We hold it every year at the same time as the Westminster Kennel Club Show at Madison Square Garden, so it's around that time that there are 17,000 or so dog people here to look at things. So we take advantage of that.
Up next, a trip to a very special Manhattan hotel where they're rolling out the red carpet for man's best friend.
To register for future live auctions, go to auctionnetwork.com.